What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today we are going to play the Conflux Bombs. This is a 5-color deck with a bunch of bombs in it, which by that I just mean some massively super strong, impressive creatures. And I think this hand is pretty decent, primarily because we have got an Elvish Visionary for card draw, and we've got a Cultivate to filter out our lands. That plus one of our creatures to play. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this hand. The biggest thing really about this deck is just making sure you get started correctly. And that means having enough green mana to play, ideally, one of your cultivates. And that's just going to filter through your lands and start to set you up in a good position. So this deck is pretty straightforward. 5 colors. Each of the colors have some bomb cards that are ridiculous. Baneslayer, Shadowborn Demon, Stormblood Dragon, Soul of Ravnica, Planar Cleansing. We've got Runescar Demon. We've got the... We've got so many big, massive creatures. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I could play the Crumbling Necropolis, but it makes more sense right now for me to go with this. That way I can cultivate. It's gonna get a 4th land in play tapped, and then a 5th land that we can pull into our hands. So, although unfortunately I didn't grab the correct mana type that I need, because I was not even thinking, I needed to grab some black mana. And I didn't. Oh well, whatever. We'll be fine. We'll be able to play we'll get to playing this eventually. I doubt I even want to play this on turn 5. In fact, I'm certain I wouldn't, because I don't want to play this until I have a decent creature target to destroy, because this thing doesn't stay in play for too long with having to sacrifice creatures. So. Well, actually, that would have been a decent one to destroy. I don't know, whatever. We'll be fine, I hope. I pray. We've got 2 of each of these tricolor tap lands in play. Or no, we have in the deck, there's 2 of each of the combinations. So we have no 5-drop to play anyway, so we should just throw down one of these. Let's go ahead and put down the Crumbling Necropolis. And then next turn, we could play the Obelisk, which we might very well do. This thing is ridiculous. Tap 2, gain 5 life, draw a card, discard a card, give a creature -2/-2, 3 damage to target player, give a creature +4/+4 till end turn. The thing is, it's just ridiculous. The card is absolutely ridiculous. There's really nothing else to say about it. We also are going to have our Planar Cleansing. Now, he is running a token-style deck, so he is likely to, at some point, have a ton of different creatures in play. And at that point, our goal will be to just clear the board with this. This deck also runs Anger of the Gods for some board clear. So we're going to have some options here. I'm excited to try this. I do believe this is the first 5-color deck that I've ever played here for Friday Night Magic, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is fun. So yeah, I think next turn I'll play one of my untapped lands, and we'll play the Obelisk of Valara. I think that sounds good. We have to... this is going to be tough, though, because he is swinging hard here early. So really a big thing is just getting another white available for this. Although I can wait a couple of turns for that. So I think I should still play the Obelisk right now. Or 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you know what? How about I not? And this way next turn I can play the Palaka Worm. And I'll have this tap land in play for potential follow-ups with the Planar Cleansing. I like holding off on playing the Palaka Worm because it gives me the life gain, plus it gives me a pretty big blocker. So I like how that works. Or this gives me the option very soon, if I want, to just completely clear the board, depending on what he has. Which right now, he has a pretty impressive board, so that might not be a bad idea either. I mean, it's not quite as bad as like the control deck we played last week, but this is still definitely a deck that's about biding your time until the later game. So just doing what we need to do, getting by, and then taking it from there. Yeah, I think this might be a Planar Cleansing. I mean, I think it has to be a Planar Cleansing turn, right? Oh, you know what? No, we don't have. We only have 2 still. Okay, so we kind of. I guess we're just playing Palaka Worm here, but that's fine too. That was my original plan, anyways. So this gives us the 7 life, plus it gives us a blocker for his 3/4. He's gonna raise the alarm. 2 more creatures in play. So this brings us up to 15 now. Yeah, we'll have to see how much pump up he has for these small dudes here. Because if he's got any pump up, he could probably, let's see, if he gives these guys +1/+1, he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh no, I guess he doesn't because he's doing other stuff here. Yeah, he's just filling the board more. So now I just need to hope to get my Planetary Cleansing. Here's a Siege Worm. He's got Convoke, so he taps his creatures to get stuff in play here with this. Okay, well, I need that. I need that other white mana very soon, I think. We've got stuff we can do though, I do believe. Oh, look, another Palaka Worm. That's hilarious. Let's play that. Get another 7 life, and then we're just gonna save for blockers. Yeah, we're just gonna save these guys for blockers. I don't want to. I want to have something to block his 5/5 and to block his 3/4 as well. And really, at this point, I just need to get. We just need to get that white mana go. We just need 1 more white mana for dear Lord, just to get that Planetary Cleansing through. Just 1 more white mana. Next turn, we can play the Obelisk and activate it for something if we want. Ooh, you know what? We could also just get the Genesis Hydra in play, which will be for 3/6. And there's a decent amount of 6 drops, so there's a decent chance we'll get into something that we can toss and play. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna do this for 6. So we're gonna check the top 6 cards of our library, and then a creature with 6 or less, a permanent with 6 or less, we can toss into play. Ooh, the Baneslayer or the Stormbreath Dragon. I think I like the Baneslayer better because it's life gain. Plus it's got first strike. So we're gonna get both of those. So now we get a 6/6 and a 5/5 in play. And actually at this point I'm gonna attack with these Palaka Worms, because now I'm at 22. So look at how quickly the tide changed here. We went from being on the ropes, almost KO'd, to this ridiculous situation. And now I think he's gonna chump block these guys all the way. I think he's just gonna throw all of his creatures at this. So this basically makes up for us having to Planetary Cleansing. Like, this is essentially doing what we want it to. So I'm gonna target 5. Well, no, you know what? Actually, yeah, let's kill the Siege Worm. And then with these, we're gonna just go through them. Okay, all right. So he does block all of it, but we get rid of creatures, which again was our game plan. With wanting to play the Cleansing. Plus we get to draw 2 cards when the Palaka Worms die. And we drew a Treasure Find, which can let us pull one of those Palaka Worms back if we so desire. We still have blocking creatures. We're at 22. We're gonna be able to start swinging him in the air. This is great! We just went from, like, losing to, hey, I'm feeling pretty darn good. Oh no, he's got flying now. Gonna give him 3 flying creatures. You know, I might... Yeah, I could still very well Planetary Cleansing because I can fetch stuff back, and I've got creatures here. I've got stuff here to do, you know what I mean? So I could still very well Planetary Cleansing. That's like in the cards for me. I'm almost totally okay with doing that, you know? Let's see what we draw here. Let's see what we draw. There's a swamp. All right. So this lets us go with the Shadowborn Demon or the I'm gonna Obelisk of Alara. I'm basically digging for that 1 extra white mana so that I can Planetary Cleansing. That's what I'm gonna be doing here. You know, I could cultivate my, I could Treasure Find my Cultivate. Let's do that. I'm gonna Treasure Find my Cultivate. Actually, with tapping 3, will I have enough? I think I'll have enough. 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me save for blockers. Not gonna attack with those. Alright, so the Cultivate is gonna put 1 into play tapped and then 1 into my hand. But I don't think the 1 into play tapped counts as my land for the turn because it's an ability, not a play. So I believe I'll be able to cultivate and still play a plains. And then I'm just gonna board clear, and I've got creatures in my hand to play, and he's pretty much out of steam. He's like out of cards, so I'll be totally fine with that. Okay, so let's Let's cultivate. And then we get, choose one for the battlefield tapped. One for your hand. And I'm pretty sure the hand one I can still play. Yes, okay, it does work that way, perfect. So this lets me play the Planetary Cleansing now. Now what I'm gonna do first, before we do that, is we're going to attack for 5. This is solely for the life gain before the creature dies. He's gonna block it, just with 1. We gain 5 life because it does 5 damage, brings us up to 27. And then, second main phase, we Planetary Cleansing. Boop. Saying goodbye to everything. And again, the reason I'm okay with that is because look at this hand. We've got card draw with a Graveborn Muse. We've got an Inferno Titan. We've got a Shadowborn Demon. He's gonna play this. It's a 2/3. We can just kill that. We're gonna play the Inferno Titan. It'll deal 3 damage divided how I choose. We're gonna kill that. And he might just leave the game at that point. There's a decent chance that he might just leave the game. Creatures 1, creatures 2, creatures 3. And then we'll play the Graveborn Muse as well for card draw. We're gonna get to draw a card, lose a life and draw a card during our upkeep. And then we just pass the turn, and he probably leaves the game and we finish this off fighting against a robot. And I wouldn't blame him because this sucks for him a whole bunch. This sucks for him a whole bunch. We've got this too to blow up creatures. So upkeep happens, Graveborn Muse, we get to draw a card, plus we draw a card for the turn. Let us cultivate. I'm gonna thin out my deck with this. Just like this. Cultivate, play that. We are going to play this. I want to not tap red, please. Because I'm going to be attacking with my shadow, with my dude here. And then we're going to go into combat phase. Swing with both of these. Do the damage to players. Magic. 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 That happens. And then prior to this triggering, we're going to pump this guy up. We can do it 6 times apparently, so that brings it from 6 damage to 12 damage. So 12 plus the 3 is 15, so this is going to put him at 2. He can still respond though, I believe. So he could still, if he's got removal for my Titan, he could still do that. He doesn't, so he's now down to 3. And then passes to his turn, and that is so crazy to me. But that's sort of what this deck is about. Again, we're going to be in we're going to be in dire straits in the early game, but as the game progresses, it just gets better and better for us. So all we need to do is attack. 3 damage triggered from this kills him. And that is game number 1. This isn't really what I want to see in my opening hand, so we're going to draw a new one. This is a little, I actually like this. This is alright, because we've got the Cultivate, we've got the Stormrat Dragon, and we've got 2 of the tricolor lands. So again, it's going to be a slow start. It's really going to come down to how aggressive the opposing deck is and how we can respond. And our responses are in Ground Assault, the Planetary Cleansing, as well as Anger of the Gods. Like those are our responses to the early game. The late game, I mean, generally we just sort of dominate because the deck is just ridiculous. Like the cards that we have are just ridiculous. But our first 2 turns will be playing these tap lands, these tricolor tap lands. I love the art of these things too. This is so cool. Look at this, the little storm around that. I mean, that looks awesome. That bar none, my favorite fantasy art, I feel like, in my entire life, my favorite fantasy art is from Magic cards. It's just always, there always seems to be such cool art. And I love it. I love it. Alright, so we're going to deal with another damn token deck. Again, this is not the same dude. This is I'm busting caps. That's cool. Cool, dude. That's such a jackass. Alright, so we gotta actually think about what we're gonna need this for. We've got 1 red here. So I'm gonna want another red. And let's take another white as well for our planner cleansing. So we'll take a red and a white with our cultivate. And then our dark steel lets us tap for anything. We'll be playing that the turn after. He played a Squadron Hawk. He gets to search his library for any number of copies of Squadron Hawk, put him into his hand. Looks like he only took one. It doesn't matter because every time you replay Squadron Hawk, you can just do that over and over again. So, but he'll be hitting us early on. It's okay. We'll be able to planner cleansing. It's really just going to be about waiting until hopefully he just dumps his hand. Like hopefully he's derpy enough to do that. So we're going to. So we want a red and a white. Is what we want. Do we have any black? Yes, we do. Okay. We're gonna take. Let's put a white into play and a red into our hand. Okay. All right. So next turn we'll have 5. But I don't want to play the Stormbreath Dragon next because I am. Well, we'll see what he does these next few turns. But if he aggressively is throwing stuff in play, I'm gonna try to hold off on playing my Stormbreath Dragon, especially since he's got flying blockers here. You know, he's got stuff to block my flying stuff. Now even more so. He's getting 3 tokens in play right now. He's paying the convoke cost, so he can tap for 3, tap his 3 creatures. That's 6. Oh, he's choosing not to do that. Now he is, okay. So there it is. He pays his convoke, he gets 3 flyers in play. So what I'm hoping here is that he commits even more in an upcoming turn. What I really want is Anger of the Gods, to be honest with you. Like, I kind of need that soon. I'm gonna play this, and then we can tap this to play the other ingot as well. Yeah, what I really want is Anger of the Gods. Because if I planner cleansing, I lose. Actually, no, indestructible. So that I don't lose those. That's awesome. It was my obelisk that I was thinking of that we lost in the last game. All right, I'm gonna have to planner cleansing now at this point. This is ridiculous because he's gonna deal me 6 damage right now with 8 damage coming through next turn. It's kind of a shame because he's still got a lot of stuff in his hand, but at least we're gonna clear his flyers and everything. I don't think I can wait. I think it's too dangerous, so we're just gonna play the planner cleansing. Pop everything. Unfortunately, though, again, we've only gotten rid of a bunch of his 1/1s. And those were coming from instants and sorceries. Those weren't even, like, creatures themselves, which is a big bummer. I think we'll just play the Stormbreath Dragon here. This will be pretty good, actually. And when we monstrosity it as well, it's gonna be awesome. He's gonna take damage for the cards in his hand. So even though it's not gonna get through damage itself because he's got a Squadron Hawk and he's gonna keep filtering and getting more Squadron Hawks. When we play monstrosity, he's gonna be hurting. So we're gonna play Stormbreath Dragon. We'll be able to monstrosity it next turn. I'm pretty sure I have enough mana. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we've got plenty. And then we're going to attack. I just want to keep killing off what he has in play. So we know he's going to block, or there's a decent chance. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe he's planning to pump this up next turn. But next turn, if he doesn't kill it now, if he doesn't remove it from play or whatever, next turn we'll be able to monstrosity it, and he'll take 1 damage for each card in his hand. Becomes a monster, steals damage to opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand, which it looks like he's going to have a lot. He's going to have a lot. He's going to take 7 damage when we monstrosity this. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm really actually excited right now. No, he'll be able to play a land, I think. So he'll take 6 damage. Unless he's got a 1-drop to play. Does he have a 1-drop to play? Oh wait, he did? Yeah, he did take the damage. So hilarious. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be monstrositying this. Well, let's see, what do we need? We need 7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 1, 2 left, and this would be with 3 left. So I can cultivate and still monstrosity. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to cultivate. Get a land and play tapped. Plus, let's get some black here. Plus we got 1 in our hand, which we can do this. And then now we can monstrosity it. So what we're going to do is we are going to move into combat phase. Attack. and trigger the monstrosity. So this is going to pump this up 3, bring it to a 7/7. That doesn't matter. He'll block it. He's going to take 6 damage unless he dumps a card here. Looks like he doesn't. So he took 6 damage, brought him down to 10. He lets it go through, brings him down to 3. What the hell? Either he has removal for it now, or he just thinks he's going to lose and he's not bothering. Oh, wait, no. I completely forgot that he had protection from white. He can't block it. It has protection from white. He cannot block it. It has protection from white. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. He can't block it. It has protection from white. This is so amazing. He actually couldn't even block it with this either. This thing has protection from dragons, but it doesn't matter as far as I'm aware. Because this guy has protection from white, he couldn't block it and I couldn't block him. You know, it just kind of works back and forth like that. I completely forgot. That is so hilarious. G freaking G. Alrighty, my friends, that is going to do it for this episode of Friday Night Magic. I really, for a second there, I was like, well, wait a second. Maybe he's not blocking because he's got a plan, right? He's going to remove it here and he wants to save his creature so he can retaliate. But no, it was because the thing had protection from white. So the comments of this video will be filled with, "First, you got to learn how to read the card." But that's fine, whatever. I'm going to have a great weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend as well. I'll see you next Friday for some more Friday Night Magic. Have a good one, guys. Keep watching and keep owning.